How's it going, guys? James96 here, back with a brand new episode of a brand new series. Yesterday, guys, we are playing a brand new map, which, for a change, was actually created by myself. Yes, we are playing Search for Steve and the Curse of the Desert Temple. Ooh. Yes, guys, this is a map which I made for my 100 subscriber special. So, let's get started, and I'll explain a little bit about this map and what we're going to be doing this series. So, basically, with this map, what is going on is because I made the map, I have decided to do more of a sort of developer commentary series, but at the same time this is a very tough challenge, so I'm going to be playing along just like everyone else, trying to survive, and it's going to be very difficult too. I've put a death counter on. I'm currently on 0 deaths, and we will see if we can keep that going for the entirety of the series. But yeah, this will allow me to properly test through the map, as well as, you know, play it for myself, because when I was making it, I knew that I was really going to enjoy it. I was waiting for the first videos to come out before I started my own series, which has now been done thanks to Pure Spirit. Make sure you check him out. Link, of course, will be in the description to download the map, and to the forum post where you can check out all other videos, including Pure's, if you want to. Right, let's have a look at the temple then, which we've got inside of. So, first thing you'll notice is these weird hieroglyphic signs on the wall, which make no sense whatsoever unless you speak a certain language, which is a fun fact that this is an actual language, or at least it's a rough translation of a language. If you think you know what the language is, then comment down below and we'll see if you can get it right. But yeah, if you speak that language, then you don't need any other way of being able to work out. But yeah, let's continue looking around then. So we've got this desert area here, and we've got a world border all around us and trapping us inside, and I've just seen something down there, so let's go check it out. This is a standard thing to do in the first episode. Don't worry, I'm not gonna like race ahead. There's not gonna be any massive spoilers. It's just kind of stuff that I expect people to work out in the first day, hopefully. I tried to make these quite obvious, these first few clues, just to make life a bit easier. So we've got this on the floor here, so I'm just going to dig around it and see what we find. Oh, a trapdoor. What could be down here? Let's have a look. Okay, so we have got ourselves, I'm just going to rate that actually, because I probably want that. We've got ourselves a chest, and we've got a map, a translator, and a book and quill. Right, let's have a look and see what the book and quill says. Dear Journal, I have explored around the limited area I find myself in. Resources are sparse and supplies are running low. The temple seems to have a persistent protection around it, which is trapping me inside. I've gained access to the temple, however, tools seem incapable of damaging the structure. There is some strange writing on some of the walls, which I recognise from a previous adventure of mine, so I have devised myself a rough translator to understand the language. I have made note of the translations, and will leave this as a time capsule for reference at a future date. Steve. So, as I mentioned at the start, this is called Search for Steve and the Curse of the Desert Temple. And basically what that means is Steve was a famous adventurer. Okay, he was known around the world for his adventure skills and everything to do with that. We're just heading back to the temple now. But Steve has gone missing. He was last spotted investigating the cursed desert temple, which we are at now, and that was the last communication which we had from him. So we are now going to be searching for Steve, and to do so we are going to need to crack some of the crack the curse of the desert temple to be able to find him. Basically is how that's going to work. We need to follow in Steve's footsteps, work out what he's worked out. So as you can see, he's left us a little time capsule that, well, left himself a little time capsule there, which we've found. So let's make the most of it. So we've got a map as well. Interesting, that doesn't show anything at the moment. That's interesting to know. And we've got a translator. Aha! So what this translator does is when you hold it in your hands, it actually translates what these hieroglyphics are, because Steve has experienced this language in a different adventure of his, and he has made a translator using the rough materials which he had available. So, sapling, fish, water bucket, block of slime, obsidian, sponge, ender pearl, egg, and clock. Now this will be interesting to see how these go, because some of the ones that you may think are quite easy are quite difficult. Some towards the beginning are very easy, and then it gets a lot harder. Right, let's start with a sapling then. So, first thing we need to do is have a look around for any kind of trees in a desert. Right, well there's some green over here, let's go over here. Oh, let's kill this as well. One of the things is block of slime, so any little slimes I see I'm going to try and kill along the way. We need to be careful about sprinting early on because of the fact that we have very limited food supplies. This is where the challenge really comes in, is the fact that we have such little food supplies just because of, well yeah, basically just because it's a tough map. We need, I did pick up some sand. Look at me, all clever in that. Gotta be careful with some of these, I think will fall down. There we go. I did think that might happen. Good, okay, we made it to the tree. So, we need to try and get a sapling here. It is always possible to get a sapling from this tree. I just made sure of that, just because otherwise it would kind of ruin the adventure if you couldn't continue because you couldn't get a sapling. But, yeah, basically all I did was make a couple of items that would never despawn and put them inside the tree. So as long as you can get to this tree, you will be fine. Right, let's try and get ourselves an apple or something here. This is completely luck now, but if we break all of these, oak has the best chance of giving us an apple, but it's still not a great chance. Oh, did we pick up that sapling? No, that fell. Disappointing. Okay, any more saplings? Ah, that's annoying. I don't know how far down that sapling fell. If it didn't fall too far, then we'll grab it. If it's gone right the way down to the bottom, then we'll leave it. At the end of the day, as long as we've got a spare sapling, that's the main thing, because we have to sacrifice one to the desert temple, which we should go and do now, so I can kind of show how that works. Oh, we made it. That was an interesting jump. Is it this one? Yeah. Okay, good start, good start. Alright, let's go and run around and down to the temple. Oh, and I'm sprinting again. I shouldn't be sprinting. I told myself this. This is going to be tough. I will openly admit this is going to be a very tough map to get any distance with without dying. I will be very impressed. If you guys do take it on, make sure you go over to the forum post and let me know how you're getting on. So we've just done that, and you'll see the world border has started expanding. Yes, awesome. And it can't just go in any slot, it has to go in that one, because if you look at the translator, that's the one for sapling. That is now in place. You can't access that anymore. One thing that you will notice, which I didn't really point out, is you can't actually damage the desert temple. Yes, I've made it so you can't damage the desert temple, but you can break it out there. Please don't try and break anything inside the desert temple from outside the desert temple. There is no hidden features to do with that. Just to clarify that now, it's just something which I couldn't really fully prevent against, but I don't want anyone doing anything to it. Right, so what are we going to do next? Next thing to do is probably start gearing up for the night time. How are we looking? Yeah, starting to go down already. We need to gear ourselves up as much as possible for this first night, because we've got a lot of stuff that we need to do, and I'm actually going to plant this sapling as soon as possible. This sapling is going to be very important to us, because that is any future wood that we get is from that sapling. And we've got some rotten flesh here, awesome. That's just a bit of luck. You will find the occasional bit just lying around. There's loads of caves which the mobs will spawn in and wander out of. So that's a good start. Right, let's make ourselves a wooden pickaxe. And we've got to be careful not to lose more hunger than it's worth here. 15 seconds. Hopefully we actually gain some hunger, not lose it. Saturation's not going to be good though, so that may have been a mistake actually. We'll have to wait and see. We've got some coal there, which may be useful, although there's a two skeletons there. Ow. Okay, so that kind of failed, not taking any hearts of damage. I thought I could get through in time, but clearly not. What a shame. Oh well, we tried. Right. How are we looking? We're doing okay. There's the two skeletons. I'm just going to leave those to it and get back out here. Right, let's gear up a bit further. Let's make ourselves a stone pickaxe, a stone sword, And we got, yeah, we got an achievement. Awesome. Let's kill this guy. Right, we're up to 3 slime balls now. One of the things was a block of slime, so once we get to 9 we can unlock some more area of the map. It's good to unlock areas of the map as soon as you can. Don't rush them, but like when you're ready, unlock them. So we got sword, we got pickaxe. That's pretty much all we're going to be able to do. We could always look for a little bit of iron before night time, if we can find some. Iron and coal would be great. But I don't know where we can find... Oh, nice. Oh, very good. 2 veins. Let's just mine all of this up. So yeah, basically the point with this series, as I was kind of explaining towards the start of the episode, and I'll continue to do it, I'm just going to be talking through the map, so talking about the design choices I made and everything like that, and just explain my rationale, and hopefully that way you guys can kind of be inspired, because I always started by just playing maps, and then I decided to make one as part of my subscriber special because it made sense to me to do it that way. It's a great way of being able to get everyone, give it back to everyone, because everyone can play along with it. Is that safe? Let's go this way. Trying to move around to that coal ideally. I'm going to use a load of cobble to get over there though. It's a bit of a shame, but we can always get more. We don't have to go out right at the beginning of the night, because the mobs will spawn throughout the night. That's one thing that I've learned from the playtesting, which I have done, which isn't a huge deal, but it is a bit, so we'll see. I'm going to try and get some coal to try and get some light on the situation. You'll have to apologise, I'll have to apologise for the fact that it will be quite dark towards the beginning, just because there is very limited supplies of everything, like wood as well, so I probably shouldn't be wasting too much on torches. But I'll spend a little bit just so that you guys can see properly what's going on. Okay. We're just going to stay here for a second. Hollow out a little area for ourselves. And we've got the crafting table. Good. So, if we... This is a semi-decent spot just to have a little sort of hidey hole. So I'm just going to put my chest down here and put my map and my translator and my book and quill in there for safekeeping. You don't want to be carrying around your valuable stuff around with you too much, because of the fact that there's lots of lava around and there's lots of bad things that are going to be coming out this night time, as you could probably already start to see. So we've got to be really careful about how we do things. Let's leave that for a moment, because we don't have enough to actually make anything. Well, we could make a helmet with 5. There was some more iron around here though. I can't remember exactly where. Let's just go out here. We're doing okay for food at the moment. Okay, so it's just below. Is there somewhere to easily get down? Yeah, if we go down just here, we're going to have to keep an eye on that skeleton. He's going to wreck our day if he sees us. If I just go like so, we should be safe. Okay, now where was this iron? It was just here. Okay, let's dig up to the iron. I forgot to take my torch with me. I apologise. Is it just the 2 pieces? Looks like it. Okay, damn. There's not a lot of iron around either. There's some down the bottom there. We'll probably explore that at some point, but not right now. Well, we'll definitely explore it at some point, but we won't explore it right now, is what I meant. We need to try and keep an eye out as to what's going on. He says as he hasn't looked up yet. Okay, so there's a zombie over there. This is a semi-good area as long as we don't get shot off, just because it's quite difficult for them to pathfind towards me. So it's a nice little safe area really, which is exactly what you want first night. You just want a safe area that you can rely on. So if we go like so, and give ourselves 8 torches, let's just make 12 torches. We can afford to, I think. And we are going to smelt up this iron, which will make ourselves some leggings, I think is the best thing to do. Or we can make ourselves a helmet and a iron sword. That's an interesting one actually. Iron sword would probably be more useful. Just because, what does this do? This does +5. I think iron sword does +7 maybe? +6, +7. So I think that'd be more useful. Although, being indecisive now. Hey, we got another achievement. Acquire hardware. Good. Right. Let's make ourselves an iron sword then, I think. It's probably the best way to go early on is to get yourself as best the gear you can. Because if you look at all the stuff down there, there's a couple of witches spawned. There's loads of skeletons. There's zombies everywhere. So there's lots of stuff around, which is going to wreck our day. Okay, this is almost finished smelting up. Got another skeleton down there, which I've just seen. And obviously the slimes even during the daytime, so you're not entirely safe during the day. Alright, let's make ourselves a helmet then. I know it's not the best protection, especially on its own, but we will use it anyway just because it gives us something. And you never know, that may make a difference. Alright, let's continue going here. If we just drop down, maybe here. Good, okay. Right, now we've got a tough decision. Because all I see is skeletons. Skeletons are useful, but I don't really want to take on a pack of them. Especially not before we've got some like rotten flesh or something for food. So if we keep high up the mountain here, run around, we could take on this guy. Oh dear, there we go, awesome. He missed his shot, rookie mistake. Okay, let's take on this zombie now. Good, we killed him. Let's have a look around. Killed another one. This is... Okay, how are we looking? Creeper, okay. Let's go out into this bedrock field. Be careful in this bedrock field, there are 1x1 holes that you can fall into. But it's a good way of just being able to see what's going on, because not a lot of stuff can spawn in this bedrock field. So, you're pretty safe. Honestly, the bedrock field may be a perfect place to set up a base, because mobs can't spawn on the actual bedrock, so if you removed all of the sand, then you could probably set up a pretty decent base with a perimeter around here, which is something I may consider doing actually. Because you can see the mobs slowly pathfinding towards me, but it's going to be a little while for them to get to me, which gives me that time to prepare. You can also see everything coming, which is an ideal feature. So I think that's what we'll probably end up doing. Yeah, this iron sword was a good call, because I haven't taken any hits yet. And I'm filling up with food. We need to get as much as possible. I also want to get as many bones as possible. Are you going to die? Good. Okay. Right, we've killed all the zombies in our immediate area. We need to kill some more skeletons ideally. So where's a good group of skeletons? Maybe over here. I say a group, I don't really want a group of skeletons. That would be a nightmare. But if we can find an individual skeleton which we can bully, then that'd be great. So, oh dear, I can't sprint. This is bad. Oh no. Oh no, am I trapped? Oh, let's just run away. Let's get a bit of cover. Okay. This is not good. Okay, we need to treat ourselves to some food. That's one thing that I'm always a bit too cautious on, is actually feeding myself when necessary. Don't get me wrong, you don't want to feed yourself all the time, but there are occasions when you do need to feed yourself, which is when you can't sprint on a map like this. You need to be able to sprint ideally, just when the opportunity arises. Alright, let's try and get a sneak attack on these guys. That didn't quite work. He see me straight away. Ow. Okay, this is not good. Hold it. No, 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 no. No, no, no. Okay, run away. Half a heart. Pretty standard for me. Are we safe? Kind of safe. Okay, we need to regen some health very quickly. Let's go to this central bit actually. Kind of get into this hole. I'm just going to stay here for a second. Regen a little bit of health. I told you guys, this is a tough map. Oh, That was almost the death of us right there. We got shot from behind, one we didn't expect. That's one thing you've got to be really careful of when you're hunting out at night. But you don't really want to just let things pass by. It's almost daytime, which means it's almost the end of the episode. I'm going to try and do it roughly 20-minute episodes, so one day equals an episode. That seems like the best way of doing it. So when I see sunrise, which is just coming now actually, we're going to end our episode here. So we survived day one, which is the main thing. We've got this skeleton here that I'm just... Oh, spider here as well. Let's just kill these guys quickly. And then we will end the episode. Good, we killed him. That could have been bad if I died right then. Right. Anyway, guys, thank you very much for watching. I hope you enjoyed the episode. If you did, please leave a like and subscribe to the channel. It helps out a lot. And I will see you next time. Bye-bye.